Hi, this is Nick Fredell from Taproot, and you're watching MPJ.
Why rise and shine? Another 21 hours ruined by my vice. Fine gift of mine, inventive cloud in the showers, though not by choice.
Hey, this is Nadine from MusicianPhotoJournal. I'm here with Heather and Nick from Taproot. Welcome. Tonight we're catching you actually at a tattoo expo, and there's lots of bikes and really cool things. Have you guys had a chance to check anything out?
Yeah, we cruised around a little bit out here at Mohawk Valley.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, we checked it out. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in the mood for a tattoo today or a piercing, but other people are. There's all sorts of fun stuff like that. And
have you guys done many shows like this at all on this tour?
you know, here and there. This tour has been a weird, you know, we started in Vegas playing a theater, and we've been playing bars and little radio festivals and bigger radio festivals, and it's been, yeah, it's been a crazy mix this year so far.
Very cool. And you guys are headlining.
Yeah, currently we are, yeah, pushing our own game, right?
Excellent. And who do you guys have out on the road with you?
We're touring with a band called Absolution. They're from Pennsylvania, and yeah, they're a great bunch of guys. They're playing right now, if you can hear any of that. But yeah, we've been with them for a couple of months now, and a few more weeks, and we're with them for a while and get a little bit of a break.
Cool. And you guys, your latest album is Plead the Fifth.
Correct.
And it's through Victory Records.
Yes.
This is the first album that you're part of with Taproot, correct?
Absolutely, yes it is.
How did that process come about with you joining them?
Mike called me and said, do you want to hang out in a van for a while? And I said, yeah, I guess I can deal with that. It was about that easy. It really was. I didn't have to try out. It was more, you know, show up and don't suck, and we're gonna do this. Like, you know, it was, yeah, it was. They made it really easy for me, and it's been really awesome. It's still every day. It's a blessing. I don't have to landscape or speak Spanish or anything work oriented. Really, I just drum and hang out with these guys. It's great.
Cool. And then, were you friends with them before then, or?
Oh yeah. I'm friends with. We have, you know, quite a few mutual friends through just being musicians in Michigan, and Jared Montague being one of them. I mean, the former drummer. He was my guy I called when I needed advice for anything music business oriented. So, yeah, it was yeah, pretty natural for me too. I mean, I grew up listening to him. I listened to him, you know, on cassette when I was on a skateboard when I was a kid, and here I am.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Plead the Fifth, you did work with them on the new album.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I've seen that album described as both a return to the band's roots, but I've also seen it described as experimental at the same time. How is that possible with the sound, that it can be both experimental and a return at the same time?
You know, I learned from these guys, you know, everything, you know, they have been doing a lot longer, you know. From your last question, obviously, I'm sponging off them a lot. I think they treat albums on a little scale, and songs definitely, sort of like a coin flip, you know. It's sort of just, you know, you're just sort of flipping the coin and see what happens. You know, something great can come out of it, something crazy can come out of it, and you know, heads or tails. You know, it is what it is. You know, we think we took some chances in some places, and you know, went for some things that we've never really done before, and then we also did some things that were very at our core, and you know, very at, you know, what makes Taproot Taproot, and you know, I think both sides of that coin are what make us anyway. So.
Was there, is there a concept for Plead the Fifth? Anything, an overall theme or concept for this album?
Hurry up. Yeah, I mean, we were really pushing to get it out and get back out on the road. You know, we'd gotten a little bit of momentum from touring with Seven Dust and Cold, and we really wanted to get back out and sort of, you know, I don't want to say capitalize loosely, but, you know, we really wanted to keep our momentum, and we don't live in a day and age when you can just take a year off and go record an album and sort of disappear in obscurity. It just doesn't, you know, the industry doesn't work that way for anybody, and we're no different than anybody. So yeah, we knocked her out in 3 months and got back out on the road. So the concept was get her done. I know, I hate you, I'm sorry I use that, but it was, yeah, it was that-ish. And you know, for the next one, we're already planning for the next one because we know we're going to be in a rush. So it's already going smoother. Just in light of that, you know, we know.
Are you working on it on the road right now?
Yes, no. No, I don't know how much I can really. There's not much to talk about other than we have an album in planning stages, and we know exactly what we're doing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, and we're actually going to get to do some pre-production this time, which we're really excited about. And yeah, we're going to get to basically walk in this tour and know exactly what we're going to come in and record, so it'll be great.
Excellent. Is that going to be through Victory Records as well, or is that still in the air?
Great question. No idea. I really don't know. I mean, we'll see. Now I would assume so, but I have no idea.
It's still not anything concrete.
Yeah, we just know we're going to push another, you know, we're not going to flip the coin again. You know, we're going to put another album out either way, so yeah, we'll see.
Very cool. Now, when you guys do your writing process, because Taproot has always been known to have like a lot of energy on stage, do you guys ever think of that when you're writing, like how is it going to transfer on the stage, or does that all come natural afterwards, or?
You know, in a sense, I don't think too much thought is given to that. You know, like, I mean, it's like everything has its different, you know, sort of phases anyway. I mean, if it's written on an acoustic guitar, it's going to have a different feel entirely anyway, and we hate doing acoustics, so there you go. But, you know, I mean, in the same sense too, though, I mean, sometimes we know, you know, we look at each other and go, we need to get hard right here, just, you know, we want to play this bridge and rock it, and then it becomes that, and, you know, usually Steve is we need something hard, and he delivers every time, right? I feel like it.
No, he does.
Is it hard working under pressure like that, or do you find it helps you focus, that you can just immediately, it's like, okay, we have to get this done, we're gonna concentrate?
You know, since this was my first album, I really think it would have been a blur anyway, so I don't think it mattered. But, you know, it definitely put you through the ringer, you know, I mean, there was a giant ringer, and but it was so quick. I don't think it was too much pressure, because there wasn't time enough to be pressured, you know, it was just like work, okay, we're done.
There's no time to think.
Yeah, it really, I mean, quite frankly, and Mike and, you know, Steve especially, like, they worked their asses off. I mean, we all did to a certain level, but they're definitely our creative core, and they definitely were putting some hours in for sure. How much did I just cuss, and how bad is that? Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Sorry.
No, don't worry about that.
Sorry, fair enough.
So the band's been around a long time, though, about 12, 13 years.
1997.
97.
Was the incarnation, yes.
So do you feel, I mean, you were a fan, you said, even before you were part of the band.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you feel like the fan base has changed, or?
Yes and no. I mean, I think with, you know, like with time, everything sort of evolves and changes. We put albums out in different avenues, so every fan base sort of comes from a different avenue. You know, a lot of Taproot fans know us from the Deftones tour. You know, the Taproot did. A lot of people know them from the Disturbed, you know, like the Music is a Weapon tours or the Ozfest tours, and they all sort of, you know, have distinct, you know, recollections of specific. I was at Ozfest in 2001 and I saw you here. And those places, you know, but that's, you know, that changes, and then other people are from, you know, from the new album, you know, the push with Victory pushed us in front of different people, and Our Long Road Home wasn't, you know, got pushed in front of different people, so, you know, it all works in different ways, and they all come from different places. So it doesn't change, they just all come from another place. Yeah, they just evolve.
Very cool.
And it must be a pretty amazing experience to go from like being a fan to actually being a part of the band. Can you talk about that a little?
Oh, I mean, I can. It's weird. It definitely, like, it has its moments where it's pretty surreal still. But it's always awesome and it's always fun. And then there's also times where I'm like, what in the hell am I doing? And oh my God, I want to strangle this guy or whatever, you know. But sometimes, you know, it's awesome every night though. I mean, every night I get to play Poem every night, you know. And that's the end of my night, and then I get buzzed up and hang out with Taproot and go to bed, you know, or whatever. So,
yeah, that's cool. The video that's out right now, Release Me, to, which if you guys haven't checked it out, I think it's on your YouTube channel.
Correct, it's on the web, it's all, it's on
all over.
All over, but yeah, Release Me is the last video that we did. We're actually sort of loosely pushing a new single called Words Don't Mean a Thing, which is off Plead the Fifth. That'll be like the last single off the album that we're pushing. I'm not sure if we're going to do a video or not, but
that's on there.
It's at radio, whatever that means.
Well, that means you guys can call your local radio station
Yes.
and get them to play it. So.
Please do.
Yeah, the video is really great. Do you have any memories of filming or anything that stands out?
Well, actually, yeah, I live in Chicago with my wife now, and it was like 5 blocks from my house. Just coincidentally, I didn't even have to get on a bus or anything. So that was a great memory that I literally just walked out my door and was there. And it was really hot. All videos are really hot or really cold. That was a hot one. But yeah, we were just up on like the 5th floor of some building in Chicago, rocking out all day.
One day shoot?
Yeah, I mean all the live performance stuff we did, and then, you know, all of like the, you know, the B-roll actor footage or stuff, you know, like obviously we didn't have a part of much of that other than editing and deciding how many ghost things we wanted flying everywhere and whatever, how many belly dancers we wanted.
How did you feel? I mean, I'm not sure for the original concept versus how it came out. Was it pretty much what you guys were envisioning, or?
Yeah, I would say it was pretty much what we were envisioning. I mean, a lot of it was just playing with the, you know, what they could do visually. You know, definitely did guide the process of, you know, what we were, you know, going for as well. You know, because if they wouldn't have come to us and said, hey, we can, you know, make it look like this, you know, we wouldn't have known to go for that certain thing. But, you know, we did, and it worked, and, you know, everyone seems to enjoy it, or I know I did.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty cool video.
Yeah, thank you.
actually,
Thank you.
You said earlier that we caught you out today, and you guys are headlining. The tour goes to, is it mid-June? Is that?
Yeah, June 11th in Michigan. I know the last weekend's in Michigan, but yeah, right up till 11th of June is the last day as of right now. I guess they could add a couple, but I'm pretty sure that'll be it. And then, yeah, much needed break for a little bit, and then, yeah, start going again.
And then, was it that you were going to be in the studio at that point, did you say, or were you going back out on a tour? Or is it still in the air?
We'll see. I don't know, yeah. I mean, as of right now, we're sort of planning on going in the studio, but I mean, if a tour hits, a tour hits. That's just sort of what we're planning on doing, just to keep working. So.
Very cool. So then we'll be definitely looking for the new Taproot probably soon.
Yeah, like
if that plan goes.
spring 2012, right? Jeez, 2012.
I know.
As if the world doesn't end today.
I know, right? Today was supposedly
There was an earthquake in Iceland or something.
Was there?
Yeah,
Was
there was
there?
some shit, yeah. I don't know, they were telling me on the car ride over here, I didn't pay attention.
There's a few more hours.
Yeah, right. So have fun tonight, I guess.
Right? Party like
The
it's
last show.
Right? Seriously.
The latest album again was Plead the Fifth.
Plead the Fifth, yes.
Yeah, with Taproot, and remember to always support your artists and buy their albums. It's been a video edition of MusicianPhotoJournal.
Rise and shine, another 21 hours ruined by my vice. Fine gift of mine, inventive